If you've been watching FudgeMuppet for even just a little bit, then you're probably the kind of person who knows just how beautiful Skyrim can be. From epic snowy mountains to crisp forests and simmering springs, Skyrim is one of the most aesthetic Elder Scrolls games. I mean, they all look pretty sweet, and Skyrim is no exception. In this video, I'm going to be taking you into the land of the Nords and finding 5 of the most beautiful locations in the whole game. We didn't rank these locations though, as beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but trust me when I say they're all sublime. Keep in mind that we consider cool locations to be different from the most beautiful ones, so let us know if you want a video about the absolute coolest locations in the game. The first beautiful location on our list is Merryfair Farm. You find this location northwest of Riften, not too far from the city, and as you can definitely see, it's not the farm itself that takes your breath away, but rather the scenery around it. The farm is certainly cute, but if you take a look in any direction, you'll see some seriously scenic stuff. Head over to the nearby shore and you'll be able to see Riften in all its glory, and a massive span of the beautiful Lake Honrich, with Golden Glow Estate perched neatly in the middle with its own island mass. Besides this, the trees in the rift are another very significant factor, and their amber leaves splash a lot of colour to a province which at times can be rather grey. These trees, that lake, the city of Riften, and the mountains circling around it make this particular spot one of the most sensational locations in the whole game. The next beautiful location on the list is Ancestor Glade, which is a Dawnguard DLC location that is well known for its very aesthetic quest moment involving ancestor moths. This hidden gem can be found east of Falkreath and southeast of Helgen. After entering the cave, you cross a small log into a large hollow and witness gorgeous waterfalls and luscious trees. As I mentioned, there are tons of ancestor moths, and they definitely add to the very mystical vibe this place has. Light beams down from a hole in the top of the cavern and illuminates an area of intricate stone carvings and nearby canticle trees. This place really comes to life in the Unseen Visions quest, so if you haven't done the Dawnguard DLC, it's an absolute must. The third beautiful location is one that people don't often talk about, and it's called Nilheim. Nilheim is a tower found on a small peninsula east of Ivarstead. It is the perfect place to be for a variety of scenic views, depending on where you look. Firstly, you're surrounded by water, and the lake looks mesmerizing in typical Rift fashion with its amazing autumn trees. But besides this foresty water area, you're also on a cliff that has a waterfall running down it right next to you. You can see much of Eastmarch and parts of the Rift from here, but you can actually even see all the way across to the Sea of Ghosts. You can spot Windhelm too, so it's a pretty sweet view. Now, not only is it a sweet view because of what's in the distance, what's right below you, and what's all around you, but if you look up from Nilheim, you get a great path of vision straight up to none other than High Hrothgar. It is the perfect middleman spot for any tourist visiting Skyrim, and even if you're a veteran, you won't want to miss this glorious masterpiece. Moving on to the next beautiful location, we have Forgotten Vale. This glacial valley encompasses a lot of territory, and it's one of the most breathtaking places in Elder Scrolls games. Hidden deep within the mountains on the northwestern Skyrim peaks of Hafingar, Forgotten Vale is home to various areas, each with their own spectacle to see. There are gorgeous frozen waterfalls and lakes, one of which 2 dragons smash out of to surprise attack you. The ice here is also much bluer than that which you've already seen in Skyrim, and remnants of snow elf architecture that has been left behind is littered throughout. There's some seriously cool snow elf buildings still intact, and there's also very mystical and alien creatures, such as saber cats and deer who have very psychedelic looking coats. There's colorful new plants and alchemical ingredients, and that doesn't include all of the Falmer infrastructure, which to be honest actually looks really amazing. Falmer structures are much prettier when they're outdoors and nestled into mountain crevices. The Forgotten Vale is a frozen beauty, and contrasting to its name, it's a place in Skyrim I don't think I'll ever forget. The final beautiful location is the inside of a city itself, introducing none other than Markov. This main city is an ancient Dwemer structure, rich in history and home to its fair share of violence and ambition. Dwemer architecture is definitely cool, but it's not always incredibly beautiful. Markov, however, is an exception to this rule, and it stands out from other Dwemer sites due to the fact that you can see all of its beauty from the surface. Sure, the city does have an awe-inspiring interior, but it's also one of the most developed external dwarven structures you'll ever see. The city is layered and starts low, rising up until you reach a dwarven palace where the current Jarl resides. Multiple waterfalls cascade down rocky surfaces, and ornate Dwemer towers penetrate the sky. With gigantic city walls and a tactical geographical location, it not only looks good, but also makes for a perfect place of defense. Honestly, it's just one of those places where words aren't really needed. Simply observe this video and you'll witness just how amazing it is. Subscribe to FudgeMuppet for more Skyrim videos just like this one, and tell us if you're interested in seeing more beautiful locations in Skyrim, and at that, some locations that we'd categorize as cool. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, you can find our social media links in the description below. My name is Michael, and I look forward to nerding out with you again very soon.